Special treat for you now. Did you know that November is National Adoption Month? You know my family's story. We fostered and then adopted. It's been both great and a lot of obstacles for our family. I think actress, podcaster, author, and mom of four, Jen Lilly, you probably relate to that a little bit. Jen joining us virtually right now via Zoom. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, but now I'm going to cry knowing that because that's amazing. That's beautiful. Hello.
Great to see you. I know that you're extremely busy and we've got tons of topics to talk about, but with it being National Adoption Month, I want to kind of start there with your family deciding to go that route. Kind of take us through the story. Why'd you end up doing that, you and your husband?
Well, I mean, you also did the journey so you can relate, but I think that children in foster care are sometimes, or they are one of the most marginalized people groups in our nation. It's very under discussed. There's a lot of myths and misconceptions surrounding foster care. So many Americans, 51% of surveyed Americans actually think that children in foster care are bad kids. But the truth is they've been through a lot of trauma and they have actually been subjected to a system that is not their fault, but it's based on decisions that other people made on their behalf. So I really looked at foster care. I have a heart for people who are experiencing homelessness. I have a heart for people who have been trafficked or are being trafficked. Even prisoners, I have a heart for them because I just don't think that people choose this life. I think a lot of it comes from trauma. And if you look at all of these areas, what they have in common is actually interaction with foster care. So I looked at that, especially being somebody who does love Jesus. And so I believe that Jesus is my standard. I should be living more like Jesus. And Jesus actually always ran toward brokenness. He was like the Good Samaritan. He crossed the road. And Jesus loves to heal broken things. And so my husband and I wanted to get involved in foster care. I became a national child advocate for an amazing organization called Child Help back in 2011. And my parents were unofficial foster parents. I mean, so I kind of grew up exposed to this system, knowing that there were a lot of myths and misconceptions. I love children. And so then in 2016, my husband and I decided to foster ourselves. And then once we realized we were going toward adoption, because as you know, the goal of foster care is actually not adoption. The goal of foster care is to reunify the child with his or her family and to really help that parent get their life together, because that parent, so many times, they came from foster care. Mm-hmm. It's not that they're a willful child abuser. That's actually not the majority of children in foster care actually are in foster care because of neglect. So maybe it's a parent who just doesn't know better. You know, they're not willful child abusers. So you do want to reunify the families. You do want to set that parent up for success. So when our sons, who are both biological brothers, when their cases went toward adoption, which we were thrilled about, of course, then I realized that, okay, well, we are going to be parents, so I might as well get pregnant because that's pretty cool that your body can do that. And then my daughter Jackie was a much needed surprise. So,
I do want to ask, because you mentioned your faith. You have a new book out, or soon to be out. Talk about that and becoming an author real quick.
That was wild. I have a book out. It's called Wake Up Your Faith. It's a 365 daily devotional. And this is for anybody, first of all, if you don't know Jesus, but you're seeking truth and you're trying to figure out what is real, but you maybe don't think that it's Christianity, I would challenge you to get my book. If you are a Christian and you're not actually seeing God and you're not encountering Jesus and you don't actually know what it's like to feel the tangible presence and love of Jesus, then I would say that this book is for you. If you feel like you're asleep in your faith and you're just kind of going through the motions, that's why I wrote this book. It's called Wake Up Your Faith, 365 daily encounters with Jesus. And I mean, God is just as alive today as he was in Genesis. He is still a miracle worker. I have seen many miracles. The Great Commission, if you're a Christian, it's not just go out and preach the gospel to all the world. It's lay your hands on the sick and see them recover. I mean, there's a whole lot in the Great Commission that's pretty wild. I have witnessed many miracles myself. So I know that God is still active. I know that he's living. And if that is a foreign concept to you that seems kind of exciting, then I would say check out my book. So, yeah.
That sounds good. Before I let you go, you do have a new Christmas movie coming out called Christmas-tory, and we're looking forward to seeing that. But before I let you go, because you've been in Christmas movie, is your house decorated already?
Not fully. There's like 30 boxes in the attic, but my Christmas tree is up. So
That's very good. Jen Lilly, she's got the new book coming out, and she's also heavily into promoting and talking about adoption, with it being November National Adoption Month. Jen, we certainly do appreciate your time. Wish you all the best, and thanks for joining us, okay?
thanks for having me on.
All right, we've got plenty more coming your way. Stay with us.
This message is